We're going to discuss about the forcing the log switch. So log switching means that how we can perform the log switch exactly and what exactly portion the log switch is managed. So in this particular case, we will understand where and how a log switch is basically performed. So forcing log switch means that what is a log switching, and log switching being example that how we can perform and how we can see that log switching is basically happened. So verifying blocks in the redo log files will be our another content to cover it. So log switch occurs when log writer stops writing to one redo log group and starts writing to another. By default, a log switch occurs automatically when the redo log file group fills. So it means that the log writer is basically a processor, is a process which basically managing the redo log buffer from the point of view of log switches. So it performs the log switching from when the one member will filled up and the other member start filling up. So you can force a log switch to make the currently active group inactive and available for redo log maintenance operations. For example, you want to drop the current active group but are not able to do until the group is inactive. So active to inactive switching basically is performed with the help of log switching between the groups. You may also want to force a log switch if the current active group must be archived at a particular time before the members of the group are completely filled. This option is useful in configuration large redo log files that take a long time to fill up. The following state forces the log switch. So altered system switch log file. So this basically enforces you to do this one. Sometimes the file is quite big and it takes a lot of time, or maybe the file read is basically making the database slow or something. So in that particular case, sometimes we need to give the option that we can say alter system switch log file, then automatically whatever the state will come up in that particular group, the filling of data is it will be stopped and then start filling the next group of the member as well. So exactly what happened and how it is performed. This is normally happen in the form of cyclic way. So let's suppose log switching being example consists of two members, log A and log B. So with whatever the transactions start filling up, we will say log A will start filling up, and when the log switch performed or automatic log switch is performed, then the transaction leaving the log A means keeping log A as inactive and start making the log B as active, and the transaction start saving within the B in the second box. So in the third box, again log switch is performed, archival log enabled or disabled, it depends on situation, so that overwriting data should be saved before start overwriting it. So in that particular case, log A will start again, and in this way when the start A will filled up, again log B will start filling depending upon the archival mode of the database. So overwriting means that if the database is not in archive mode, it will overwrite it. If it is in archive mode, then the archival file will filled up or start creating in a separate place, and it will start automatically overwriting the data. So verifying blocks in the redo log files, you can configure the database to use checksums to verify blocks in the redo log files. If you set the initialized parameter db block checksum to typical or default way, the database computes a checksum for database block when it is written to the disk, including redo log block as it being written to the current log. The checksum is stored headers block. So we will discuss later on what are the header blocks are there, what their purpose is, and what is their storage with this checksum. Verifying blocks in the redo log file means Oracle database uses checksum to detect corruption in the redo log files, in the redo log blocks. The database verifies the redo log blocks when the block is read from from an archived log during the recovery, and when it writes the block to an archival log file, an error is raised and written to the alert log if the corruption is detected. So verifying blocks in the redo log file means if the corruption is detected in a redo log block while trying to archive it, means that it is keeping its another kind of backup in the separate archival file. The system attempts to read the block from the another member in the group. If the block is corrupted in all members of the redo log group, then the archiving cannot be proceeded. The value of the DB block checksum parameter in the init file can be changed dynamically using the alter system statement. So basically, alter system statement is used for the switching of the log.